Hey guys, it's your boy BlackOGJesus, or as my YouTube channel says, BlackOGJesus. It's been about a week since I've posted video, not video. So I apologize about that, brothers. I've just been living that MGTOW lifestyle, going my own way, following my passions, and making money. That's about it. But anyhow, this video, I think I'm gonna title it like "Don't Ignore the Red Flags" or signs or some shit like that. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But first, let me drop a beat for you homies. Okay. Um. First, tell me what you guys think of that. I thought it was ish. But we're gonna get in the video as soon as I come back. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. I was gone for like 10 minutes, but for you guys it was like. But anyway, um, this was me making a video about not ignoring the red signs. There's a girl that I work with, very pretty girl, and I kind of liked her at first, but after getting to know her for like several months, like I've been working with her for like 8 months now, either 8 or 7. I'm pretty sure 8, but yeah, she's a very pretty girl. She seems nice, um, but I spotted some red flags or whatever. Um, One thing she would always tell me is um, dude, I'm a bitch, and I'm like, okay, I internalized that shit in. Like me as a blue pill, um, me like a year ago before I discovered MGTOW, I would be like, no way, you're not a bitch. You're so nice and perfect, but like me as a blue pill, when females would say bad things about themselves, I would be like, nah, fam, you're not those things. You're this. You're perfect. But now as a full on red pill, with all that red pill knowledge, once again, thank you, brothers. Forever humble, forever blessed, forever thankful. You guys have changed my fucking life, and that's just something I can never repay back. Oh man, I'm so thankful. That's all I can really say is I'm so thankful and blessed. But anyhow, um, me, like she would tell me these things about herself, and I would internalize that shit and say, okay, so she seems like a nice girl, but she's just not showing her true colors, right? Uh, she did drugs. She said she tried meth once, and that was a big killer. That was a big killer for me when I heard that. But the thing is, I don't really know if she's honest, being truthful about that or not, because one of the guys I used to work with that worked at the job we're working at, um, I, in my own opinion, I think she only said she tried meth, because my homeboy, aka my weed man, the guy that that used to work there, I think she just tried to relate to him so she could, I don't know, so there could be like some form of a connection or some shit like that. Cause my homeboy, used to he used to do meth and all the other bullshit, but thankfully he doesn't anymore. He's a changed guy. That's good. Um, but yeah. Anyhow, that's how I think she was just saying that to re- just to relate to him. But at the same time, I could be wrong. Maybe she actually did try meth once. So in my mind, I'm like, I always think about the future. Like, you know how women are, they're always about uh, the now and the present, like right now. I'm always thinking about the future, and I always think about other people's futures too, like what their future's gonna be like and whatnot. Sometimes I have good predictions, other times ish. But um, anyhow, I thought about being in a long-term relationship with her and having kids with her, and then I realized that I wouldn't have like healthy kids because if she is telling the truth and she tried meth, I mean, I don't want my kid coming out with like a tentacle coming out of its fucking mouth or some shit and got like four eyes and like 10 arms. Uh, that's only a face only a mother could love, right? Nah, but anyhow, yeah, that's a red sign, right? That's a big red flag right there. Um, Another big red flag is she drinks a lot. So that I know her looks. She looks really good now. She's only 19, and I'm 20. So, but yeah, she looks really good now. But I know that when she's like 25, that alcohol gonna start showing on her, and plus the drugs that the meth, if she actually did it, of course. But yeah, um, I know that her looks are gonna go down at a younger age instead of like the age of like 30, 35 or 40. She doesn't seem like the type of chick who would be motivated to work out. But then that's most women for you. They aren't like motivated to do anything. They just expect things to be done for them. I'm not gonna say that for every single woman on this earth, but I'm gonna say that for a lot of them. Like 98% of them. Um, so as a few more months go by, um, as I'm working with her and getting to know her more, I found out she has a boyfriend actually. And part of me was like, part of me didn't care, and then like the other half of me got like mad because it just reminded me of the past. Really, I had fucking flashbacks of my past. With, it's like I'm like, damn, history is repeating itself again. But instead of being sad about it, really, I don't really care because all I really want to for maybe tear that ass up a few times, and then go about my life, and continue doing my things, gaining money, and finding the future job that I want. Now, I really wanted to get into rapping, but you know, I don't want to be famous. I want the money, but I don't want the fame. That's the problem. And see, with fame comes problems, uh, and all that other bullshit. And plus, when it comes to rapping, like if you want to be a famous rapper, you have to like do some fucked up shit. See, there's like three paths you can take in rapping, right? You can take the straight path, be an independent rapper. It's gonna take a long time. Um, it's gonna take a long time and a lot of time, a lot of blood, and I mean, blood. What the hell? It's gonna take blood, sweat, and tears. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. Um, there's a second path where you sign, basically get yourself signed, um, sign your, sell your soul to the fucking devil. A lot of people might not believe that shit is real, but I've been looking into it for several years actually. Illuminati type shit, you know what I'm saying? Uh, the third path is the basically the gay path. You take a gay oath. Um, for example, you start wearing like feminine clothes. Like you see, like some of these rappers, like Lil Uzi Vert. He wears like feminine type clothes. Um, Gay rappers, you have to do like fucking gay shit. Like, say if you wanted to get signed to Birdman, which I don't recommend, because the only way to get signed to Birdman is taking it up the ass, and no, thank you. So, yeah, but back into the back into the story. I find out she has a boyfriend, and it turns out it happens to be one of the guys that I was really cool with, that I work with. Like me and him work well together, and yeah, we just vibe well together when working. Uh, he's a cool guy, a little bit of an alcoholic. Kind of saddens me a little bit since he's like only 25. Uh, you know, I was, I was, I am sort of low key mad at him because he wanted to keep it a secret about him and the girl that I like, um, about them two dating, and she didn't care. And I was like, man, why didn't you? If you would have told me this shit from the beginning, I wouldn't be like emotionally attached to her. I wouldn't want her. I wouldn't be in this predicament I'm in now. Like I'm currently trying to get her out of my mind. I'm not like head over heels for her. I'm just saying I like her. She's a pretty girl. She makes me laugh. But then again, like I have a high sense of humor. Like if you can't make me laugh, like you should be ashamed of yourself. Because like fuck, man. Like you can tell me like the stupidest joke and I'll probably laugh. Like my sense of humor is like so up there, you know. I'm always laughing. That's how I know I'm gonna live a long time because I laugh a lot. I laugh just to laugh sometimes. Like hell, when I'm working, everybody will always be asking me why I'm smiling or why I'm laughing. 50% of the time, it's because I'm high, and that's what weed makes me do. And the other 50% is just being thankful, humble, and blessed. And I just laugh at my old self, really. Um, so they'll always be asking me, what are you laughing at, or are you laughing at me?" And I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not laughing at you at all. I'm either A, stoned as fuck, or B, just laughing at my old self, reminiscing." uh, like I said, uh, forever humble, forever thankful, forever blessed, till the day I die, and even in the afterlife, if there is one, you know. So, shit. I try, like, every night I go to sleep. Unfortunately, she will subconsciously pop in my mind, and I don't like that. So, you know, I've been trying to, like, emotionally detach myself from her. Uh, Despite the red flags and the things I know and the future, uh, I can see where she's going down to. I find myself attached to this girl, and I know she wants to be married. Then again, most females do, for obvious reasons. Um, yeah, so I've come up with a thing up in my mind. Like, if I ever were to find a woman and say she really liked me, um, but she wanted to get married, um, and she's a pretty girl, and she has all those things that I want from her, like any other man, any other MGTOW, any other homie. Say if she had all of those qualities, um, but the one problem is she wanted to be married. It would be hard to let that bitch go, but you gotta let her go, because if a woman that claims she's in love with you and she wants you and likes you for who you are, she would gladly and easily, um, turn down, like, turn down marriage or give it up and be with you for the rest of her life. But if that's a must for her, then you know it's a trap. You know she's gonna uh, get you to get her pregnant. Then you're gonna basically be a debt slave for like 18 to 21 years. Um, she's probably gonna eventually cheat on you within the relationship with some of those bad boys that she used to fuck with. And the fucked up part is those bad boys. They're probably like they don't have jobs. They don't have anything going for themselves. They're just there. Um, and you've got all the money. You've got all the power, and shit like that. You know what I mean? But she's gonna probably go for that cheat on you for that guy, maybe for a couple weeks, months, years. You won't find out until, and then you guys get a divorce. And see, that's what really pisses me off about the fucking systems, man. Man and woman get married, has kids. Woman cheats on man. Man gets all of his shit taken from woman. Really? It's just fucking stupid, and it doesn't make sense. But If because we live in a gynocentric society, um, and with the feminists doing all their um, wreaking their havoc for over 60, 70, around there, something years way before I was born, before I was even thought of, before my parents were even thought of, and when my grandparents were probably just kids, like 5 year olds or some shit like that. um, that's basically what feminists, I mean, not feminists, that's what this society has become, and it's really disgusting. Like I can see if a man and a woman got together and the man cheated on the woman, um, and then she um, she took all this stuff, then that's what he gets. And especially if that woman was a kind and caring, decent woman, um, um, and shit like that. That's what he gets. Um, but then again, if she was like a bitchy or never does anything for him kind of woman, then I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. All I can really say is, why did you marry her in the first place? Unless, of course, before you married her, she was this perfect person, but then after you married her, uh, that's when she decided she could show her true colors, right? Yeah. But I'm kind of getting off topic, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. But anyway, she will sometimes uh, subconsciously appear in my mind, and I push her out. I try to push her out. I'll fucking work out sometimes if I have to, or if I really need to, I'll just rub one out. But cause see, that's one thing I'm really working on is my self control, my sexual, my sexual hunger uh, is my only weakness in my emotions. Cause I'm an emotional guy, and I know let a if I let a woman see my emotional side, then I know she won't respect me anymore. And if she does, then I know she'll just use those uh, emotions to manipulate me. And that's one thing I always said about when I was when I was a blue pill guy. That's one thing. That was my one rule. I refused to be used and manipulated. And well, shit. With the red pill knowledge, I feel like I'm fucking. I feel like I'm a future seer, really. Like I can see a lot of females' futures thanks to the red pill, really. And this is why they call me BlackOGJesus. Shit. But I've been working on consciously and subconsciously removing her out of my mind, uh, and you know, I'll say to myself, like when I see her, or even when I'm not around her, of course, like I'll be like, treat this like this bitch means nothing to you. Uh, she's not the one for you. And again, I don't think any woman is. Not in this day and age. Maybe in the 17th century, but I don't have a time machine, so I can't just go back in time and grab a Walt. See, in the 17th century, that's where that's where a lot of the Nowalts were. nah, nah, but any, nah, but anyhow, let me continue on. The Nowalts slowly started dying as time went on. The Nowalts were killed off in the early 19th century. And in 2008, or the early 2000s, is when the Nowalts were truly killed. Because dating sites, um, social media like Facebook, Instagram, MySpace, whatever, and all this other bullshit, it gave them extra access, more access to more men. So that's that's the big problem. Technology is what ruined females. Um, on a fucking ridiculous scale. And so did allowing women to go in the workforce, because that's where, like, your married woman or a woman in a relationship will meet another man, and she will go about either, yeah, she'll go about talking to the guy and flirting with the guy and doing shit like that. Then they bang, and bam, it's over. That's that's a problem with females being in the workforce. No, there are three females that like me at the job I work at. Okay, okay, I wouldn't say three, just two. um, See, the one that I like, the one that I've been talking about, I don't think she, I don't think she likes me, but I've heard she's said I'm cute, so I know that she's physically attracted to me. So I guess I'm not that bad looking if I can attract a pretty little hybrid like her. So um, there's this other chick. I don't really like her at all. She's annoying. When I first met her, she was okay-ish. She seemed cool, but she didn't really have the looks on her side. She's 17, um, going on 18, or she either is 18 now. I don't remember. Don't care really, but um, I found out she liked me by doing the obvious shit that women do, the when you when they're interested in you, like she'll like come fucking poke me um, while I'm just working, or she'll find a way to touch me. Uh, when I, by the way, I work at a fast food restaurant for now, so if any of you homies didn't know that, well, now you do. So when I'm at the like fry station, right, dropping fries to cook them, and she's like at like the other part of the fry station, like where you put the cooked French fries into the fry cup or whatever. Um, she'll always find a way to throw her ass on me. Like literally, she'll throw her ass on me. Can we say? Can anyone say hashtag me too? Like this woman is like, I don't even know if she knows anything about hashtag me too, but she basically trying to get me to me to her. That's what it seems like. And sometimes I'll like, try to push her off, and other times I'll grab her ass. Like that was like way like 4 5 months ago. Like I stopped doing that. Uh, it could be a mistake I regret 5 or 10 years down the future. But literally, she's the one that's throwing her ass on me. So I can't fucking help myself, being the young male I am, full of sexual energy. For by the way, if any of you guys don't know yet, I am still a virgin. Some of you guys might say I'm lucky, but I would say I don't know, man. It's not easy. It's really not easy. It involves so much fucking self control, and sometimes I just don't have that. And that's what I was talking about earlier in the video. Working on my self control and shit, and my sexual energy, because you know I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save that for another video. Actually, it's gonna be juicy. Um, but yeah, this chick that I like. I mean, that I don't like. Um, she kind of chubby. I don't mind chubby women. Like my max would be like 200 pounds. And some of you guys are saying, "What the fuck, 200 pounds?" Like I've actually seen some good-looking females that are 200 pounds. Um, if they work out, though, like if they're not working out, keeping themselves in shape, hell no, because that weight's gonna accumulate quickly. Like it's gonna spike when she's like fucking 30. Like she'll go from 200 to a solid 350. 350. But yeah, I don't mind chubby women at all. And I've actually seen some, like, I'm a little ashamed of myself to say this, but I've actually seen some women who are so fucking ugly and fucking fat that I would still be willing to hit that bars. But see, that's the problem with that's why I'm working on my fucking self control and sexual energy, man. Cause I don't know, you'll be almost willing to fuck any bitch that's 4 and above, and I'm a little ashamed of myself to say that out loud. I remember this one teacher I met, I had in fucking science when before I graduated school. I wanted to fuck her because she wasn't even hot, she wasn't cute, but I wanted to fuck her because I don't know. I just saw the the amount of sexual energy that was in her eyes. Like I saw that I saw the freaky side in her. Like I knew she was a freak. Like I can see the freak in her eyes. Like like there's no denying that she was a freak. Uh, she was like in her 30s, mid 30s, possibly early 40s. I like when I look back, I don't know. That's all I can say is what the fuck was I thinking, man? She's like really ugly. She's like overweight. I'm not sure if she's fat or obese. She's like in the 250 between 285 zone. And ugh. I just can't believe I wanted to tap that. That's all I can say. But yeah, um, my sexual energy, it's ridiculous. Um, you'll be willing to fuck basically any bitch. That's how I was when I was more younger, more stupider, more naive back then. But now I've raised my standards, obviously. But I said I was gonna save that for another video, and I'm still talking about it. So I apologize, brothers. Let me get back into the actual video. She annoyed the fuck out of me. She blamed her problems on me. I mean, in a jokingly kind of manner, but like, say, like, she's a sandwich maker. Sorry, what a coincidence. No, but she's a sandwich maker. And say like we have like a fuck ton of customers and things are rushing through, and we're I'm that guy that tries to keep everyone else in a positive mood, if I'm in a positive mood, that is, if I'm not like angry and or frustrated or annoyed. It's really hard for me to get mad, actually. Aside from the red pill rage, it's actually pretty hard to make me mad. Um, like, I can't even remember the last time I take that back. I remember the last time I was angry. See, the last time I was angry was this this bitch that I was in love with. I She acted like she was into me. I thought she was into me, but then I found out she sends nudes to my best friend. That's the last time I was like truly angry. Like, I wanted to beat my friend's ass, really, but I didn't, because that's my best friend. Like, I'm not gonna beat my friend's ass over some bitch. Um, I wish a lot of men could look at it that way, because a lot of men in today's world, today's society, uh, they'll fight over a bitch. They'll fight over a woman. They'll fucking kill another man for a woman. And that woman's not even like really worth it. Like, the only thing she has to offer you is pussy. Uh, Used up pussy. Like, if she's like a fucking 10, are you kidding me? Uh, she's most likely gonna have hundreds of dicks in her, if not around maybe 50 at least. At least, I said. But yeah, men will fight each other or kill each other over some fucking used up whore that has nothing to offer them. Can't cook, can't clean, offers nothing but a bad personality, bitching, moaning, and complaining, and wanting to spend money. And it's just crazy to me that um, a lot of men end up losing their lives or killing other people, and then have their lives end up uh, fucked up just for some woman, some really good looking woman that has some good pussy. Which probably won't be good anymore when she hits 40. So that's all I can really say about that. So anyway, like, if something goes wrong within the job, like if something got broke or some shit like that, she would instantly blame it on me in a jokingly manner, of course. But in my mind, I'm just thinking to myself, like, if I were to get into a relationship with you, like, I would imagine you would blame your bullshit and your problems on me in a non jokingly manner. So that was the first red flag for me. Uh, another another big thing was uh, she has fucking facial hair, man. Like she has like a tiny little mustache, like very tiny, like small little hair. No, 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 not mustache, not mustache. I take that back. She has like tiny little chin hairs, like she's trying to grow a beard. So it's just like every time I look down at that, every time I look at her face and see that her facial hair, it just turns me off. But when she turns around though, I wouldn't mind hitting it because she has a fat ass. So, but yeah, um, um, I can't like I can't deal. I don't think I could be with a woman that's hairy anywhere in her body, especially her facial area. Like that's like the most important part because that's gonna be the thing I look at every day for the rest of my life, right? um, but yeah, I like my bitches smooth, nice and smooth, pussy shaved. I mean, if there's a little bit of hair, then that's okay. But if it's like a jungle, like to where she can like braid them bitches, uh, I don't know. I don't know. Now then, on to the next bitch. But before I go on to that bitch, I've got one more thing to say about the previous bitch I've been talking about. The chubby one, not the pretty Mexican one. Um, I don't know if this was by chance or coincidence. Uh, one day I just randomly decided to get on Facebook, and cause I barely get on Facebook. Like, I'll get on Facebook like once every 5 days, and that's just to check my notifications, and then or friend requests or messages, and then I'm off for like another 5 days. So I'm barely on Facebook these days. Like back in the days, like when I was younger, I used to live on Facebook, and I mean live on Facebook. Like god damn. But yeah. Where was I going? I'm forgetting what I'm talking about. That's not good. Uh, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Oh yeah, I like remembered like 3 seconds after I paused the video. Okay, but by I happened to see her um, on my recommended like ad ad recommended list. So I didn't add her, but I went on her Facebook, right? And I seen that she was in a relationship. So I was like, oh, okay, you're a hoe. And that was basically it with her. Like, I'm done with her. Like, she means nothing to me. I treat her like she's a three. And it's just annoying because I treat her. I don't even talk to her really. Not anymore. Like yesterday I worked with her and we only said like one thing to each other, and it was work related. So we didn't really talk to each other at all. But yeah, it's like the more I ignore her, or don't talk to her, the more she fucking wants me, but that's how females are because, you know, they don't like to be rejected, even though they reject men like that. Fucking hypocrites. And they also don't like to be ignored, which they also do to nice guys. So, fucking hypocrites again. Actually, let me take that back. They don't ignore nice guys, they just use nice guys. They'll just like have the nice guy take him out on a date and then suddenly flake on him, and then he'll be like, "What the hell happened?" And then a few weeks or days go by, a few days or weeks go by, then he takes her out on another date, does the same bullshit again. I'm not saying all females do that, but I will say a lot of females do that. But yeah, that was a really big killer for me. Like when I found that out, I've been keeping it to myself. Like I know she has a boyfriend, and she still tries to fucking um, get with hit on me or fucking touch me or poke me or rub on me, rub on my back as he walks past me while I'm fucking dropping meat. Um, when I say dropping meat, um, I mean like drop cooking hamburgers and shit. Cause I'm the girl boy, grill boy. It sounded like I said girl boy. Fuck that shit. I am the grill boy, and so yeah, that's what I do. I help out with I help drop fries and drop other shit and other lame shit like that. But anyhow, I just ask myself sometimes, like what a fucking coincidence that was, though, that I found out that like that she just randomly pops up on my recommended list, and I found out that she has a boyfriend. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm just like, thanks God, you're showing me the signs. You're looking out for me. That's how God works. You can't ask Him for like $1 million or shit like that. Ask Him ask Him for like simple things. Like I said, like I've said in many of my MGTOW videos. Well, actually, not many of them. I've said it in a few of them. I didn't really believe God before I discovered MGTOW. I was an atheist, right? Um, so I asked him, um, "Yo, God, can you gift me? If you were real, I want you to gift me. I mean, not gift me, but um, if you're real, can you give me infinite wisdom, the power of infinite wisdom and infinite knowledge?" And then I suddenly discovered MGTOW, and that's when that's just basically when my life and my beliefs changed. I'm not saying I'm a Christian, but I'm saying I am a believer in God now. And I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for God putting you guys on the fucking earth, teaching me these things so I can teach other men these fucking things. So, like I've said for the fourth time, forever blessed, forever humble. Now, bitch number 3, my manager. Actually, I kind of like her too. Well, used to. Being the fact that she's my manager and that she kind of orders me around. I mean, not like orders like in a bitchy type of way, but you know what I mean. I don't really like that. especially from a woman that I'm somewhat interested in. Um, I noticed a red flag like one day. Um, she gave me a ride home, right? Because, well, I didn't want to walk, and it's not really that far of a walk. It's like a mile walk, but she offered, and I was like, yeah, sure. Then we got in the car. We started smoking weed, and she talked, and she told me some things that 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 clicked in my head, and I was like, no. But that didn't like. She said she did a lot of drugs and her like hardcore drugs, and her wife when she was younger. Like I don't know how much younger, like at 19. I mean, like teenage years to early 20 years or mid 20s. She's 27 now, and she's going on 28 in a few months, I think. But that was the first red flag. Uh, Once again, drugs. I I couldn't impregnate a woman who has done drugs because, like I said, I don't want my kid coming out deformed. Second red flag. I didn't notice it at first, but because I was blind, too blind to see it. But she's so nice to me. I didn't really realize how she treated some other coworkers. Like she's nice to me. She still is actually. Um, but now I'm aware of that. So, like, say if I were to get in a relationship with her, um, I know that down the road that instead of being nice to me and being bitches, a complete bitch to the people around her, she's gonna be a bitch to me. And yeah, that's basically how it goes. Um, trying to, I'm trying to think of a third red flag that, like, oh, another a really big red flag is one day when she was taking me home from work. It was like 12 o'clock at night. Um, I noticed. I mean, she told me that she was going to her house and she was gonna have pizza with her ex-boyfriend, and that was a big red flag. I'm like, this bitch a hoe. That's it, really. Brothers, have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one because I didn't realize this is a 53-minute video. So, deuces, homie.